reps both from outside the Wankhede Stadium, and it's been a dominant batting display by the Aussies once again. The Indians were getting into this game with a lot of pressure because they lost those two games. They lost a really close one the other night, so they must have had a lot of pressure getting into this game. While the Aussies, from the way they batted, it just seemed like they played pre-cricket. I mean, getting runs over 300, it's not easy to do. The Aussie was just fantastic. I think we got to get started off with that opening partnership. What an opening stand, which just set the tone, right? I mean, Healy-Litchfield, what a fantastic 100. Probably not under pressure because she just went out there and played a natural game, but well supported with the captain. The captain, Healy, would have wanted to perform as well because she's been out of form. She's not been getting those runs on a regular basis, so getting those runs today for her was absolutely crucial, and that opening partnership just set it up for the Aussies, right? The Indians were on the back foot that, since that partnership was formed. I mean, they seemed indestructible, right? I mean, they went out there getting those runs up the order, playing shots all over the field. We have to say that the bowling was fairly poor. Fairly poor. There were some deliveries that were short, some that were over full. This is not how it can be going ahead because the bowling lineup has to be strengthened if they want to go up there and make more amends. The Aussies were a fantastic knock by Litchfield and Alisa Healy. I mean, these two set the innings up. We have to make a mention for Shreyanka Patil. She got those two breakthroughs back to back, which kind of put the momentum back in India's favour. But after a point in time, they were already in the 250s then. They were already in the 250s. So those two wickets definitely did have an impact. But I think getting those breakthroughs earlier on would have made a much better difference. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Sutherland down the order, along with Gardner as well, played those shots. I mean, these are bowlers who can really whack the ball. And what an all-round team effort, right? I mean, these two came out there as well, started playing some shots, got them over 300. There were some wickets that fell later on in the innings, but they were already over 300. So, I mean, the damage has been done. The Aussies were in a really good position already. The Indians at the moment must be wondering that maybe, just maybe, we've let a few extra runs slip here. And it's the fielding again, guys. Smriti Mandhana dropped an important catch. And the fielding's been absolutely poor. I have to be honest with you. We can't cut them any slack. It's just not been up to the standard. You're playing international cricket. You're playing at the Wankhede Stadium. You want to set the tone. You want to set the image. You want to lead by example. And if you're going to act like you're taking a stroll in the park, that's not going to help. You've got to show intent, and that's what was discussed in the live as well, which happened earlier in the day. You have to show intent. When we've been told by our coaches all around that as fielders, you got to charge at the delivery. You got to charge at the ball. And at the moment, the Indians just seem out of it. They don't seem to have that intent. They don't seem to have that hunger to win. And it's showing on the field, missed catches in the previous game, a missed catch today as well, sloppy in the field in general. This cannot do. Catches win matches. And I think the faster the Indians learn that, it's only going to help them out in the games to follow. But overall, the fielding's been poor. Indians will have a huge task up ahead of them. Getting 300 plus at the Wankhede. They'll be under pressure. They've lost two important games. They're out of the series. They're out of the series. The Aussies already won the series. So obviously the odds aren't with them. But again, I think, they have to think for the future. The T20I series is coming as well. So why not go out there, try to win this game and set the tone for the T20 series. If they lose this, it's going to be a big loss. It'll be a clean sweep, and the Indians, they won't be too happy. But we can't really blame anybody else but the team. They've lacked intent. They've lacked fielding abilities, and basically, just the ability to break partnership in the middle. We've seen that on a consistent basis. It happened today as well. An opening partnership that went above 150 runs. That is massive. That is showing that you're letting the game get away from you on a regular basis. You cannot afford to do that. So the Indians will have all the pressure on them. They'll have to perform. Captain Harmanpreet Kaur has to deliver. Smriti Mandhana has to deliver. The home girl has to deliver. It has to be a team unit effort. If it's not there,